Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 here. We're with our continuing play of Hearts of Iron with BlackICE and Third Reich Events installed. We can get right into it. We are continuing our confrontation with the British in the Mediterranean here. We, I believe, have successfully, yes, defeated the British invasion up in northern Norway. We are still dealing with this Norwegian uprising. And Japan has done this rather successful invasion in the south here. And even if this ultimately is not a victory, if you will, it's tied up all these troops here, these militia, yes, militia, that they should be able to hold out, which obviously has to weaken the forces they're facing here. So that's a good thing. Okay, coal processing technologies advanced. That's good. Not that we need more coal or energy, but it does help in getting some of these other technologies. Okay, we need industry at least 4. Yeah. Production industry. But we were at 4 maxed out. Am I just reading this wrong? Oh no, we have that. We have... Oh. We need more planes. Need more planes. Okay, well we are building more planes. We can do this. As you can tell, I've been saying I believe very strongly in building up your national structure, your infrastructure, your production abilities, your tech bases, your education, all that kind of stuff. That's what I think. I mean, manpower matters, of course, but that's what I think makes the US so strong. The HQs have advanced. Okay, it's not putting it out of... We're going to keep it going, because this is improved total for all of the Army HQ levels. It's 12 hours reduction between attacks. So we've regained Alsace-Lorraine. We're occupying France, Belgium, Netherlands. One thing I'm at some point going to make an event that gives these 2 provinces over to Germany, because we can look at the revolt very well. It's good because we have so many units here, but we don't have... Oh, we do have course. We don't have ownership. We have occupation. Germany re-owned that again. Building the infrastructure and some radar to help deal with the British down here. And supply ourselves. Okay, now pilot. Well, we're gonna be neglecting tactical bomber pilots. Small fuel tank research has been completed. We'll keep our fighters up to date. Still mud down here. I like the concepts that they have with the... Oh, no longer mud. Okay. Well, that means let's take a quick look around here. I like the concepts of the mud and snow. I'm still not terribly sure how I actually like it. Okay, let's see if we can... The motor torpedo boat's banged up a bit, but I think most of these will survive limited attacks, not that big huge fleet we saw invade Mylene or whatever there. But it's just mostly avoidance and air cover is what we're going to use them for. These amphibious armor, I do believe, are still air transportable. I know they were in the earlier version. They have to be better organized. What turn did we just get? For some reason it turned off shelters. Treated it to fault. We didn't train it to use that. Improve security units to 2. Here. That's good. Oh. Yeah, that's a good command for him to be under. The other divisions are up here. There's a fighter. Here, to get him a little bit closer. Okay, Mountain HQs have advanced. So Paris. Okay. Folsom-Jaeger Army plus 2 extra corps. And 2 mountain. Gebirgsjägers, right? Gebirgsjägers Army Corps. Do those. Okay, what's really particularly good about para up here is having this army is that you can get it into remote spots and have you know, proper organization. And these guys are struggling now. These guys are slow walking up there. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, let's attach him to an HQ. Yeah, it's alright. Light infantry can be a good thing. Facing up against a horde of KV-85 armored heavy armor, Soviet heavy armor. Not so much, but dealing with rough terrain, limited supply. Okay, we'll put them back to convoy raiding, passive. See what trouble you can cause. Uh-oh. Getting bombed. Okay, that's a little too historical. The other case was oh god, I forget the 2 British battleships. The Japanese bombed off here. And it had no air support. Oh, I'm forgetting. Sorry, I forgot what their names were. Okay, Army Group HQ has advanced. Okay, now that one's pushing us too far into the red, so we'll stop that. Shift up here. We should get better industry efficiencies. Now this produce 12 hours for this tech as well, so that's very good. Okay, now we're getting some of the Conf Group Nord. Remove some Totenkopf standards. And the 2nd SS Infantry Brigade. Produce a bunch more of these. Now it's a bit of a pain in that it's reducing what otherwise would be, or is our occupational forces here that are useful, but it's also historically accurate and quite reasonable, so, or within reason historically accurate. Okay. Yeah, it's Denhuber's group up here. Okay, we've achieved very high popularity, that's very good. And the Roland Battalion, another commando unit. made up of primary Eastern for Eastern operations, I gather. Okay, French guns from the marginal forts. Yes, we want to put them to use. That will create a few more units. Now, I have read, not just heavy artillery. These guys can be very useful as railway busters. My first tendency would be just to stick them somewhere as garrisons. So. These guys just minor garrison units and don't even have division headquarters from him or something. Sorry if I'm just mumbling here. Also have a basic divisional headquarters to add here. There we go. Now we have a minorly decent anti-invasion division for dealing with, raids, quick supply production. Still have we'll reduce our visibility for U-boats, improving our Enigma machines. Has this guy gotten organized up enough yet? No. Is it air transportable still? I think it is. And if you think having very lightweight tanks wouldn't be air transportable, I can show you pictures of the Gigant loading onto it the 38Ts, the check tanks. Oh, this has too low of organization. Okay, so gotta wait just a little bit longer. Shift that down. Yes, I know we want carriers, but we got to get these things built first. I like the idea of carriers as well. That's late. Flash retreat. Okay, go ahead. Divisional HQs. Yes, we're going to keep going with those. This one, 7 hours, reduced time between attacks. Fighter ground control. Advanced research. Air defense network. That to me sounds like a good switch to. So let's see, we get this. Reduce build time for, I believe that's fighters. Radar efficiency improves. Takes away some manpower. That's fine because that represents people being put into that job. Supply production. Sending supplies doing this. Radar efficiency, or area efficiency, radar impact. Yeah, that's all really good. So we want to do that. Those kind of techs hopefully will really help us out. So now we have radar here. And since we do, let's see. I don't know how much longer this theater is going to last as an operational theater, but I'm just going to... I'll do the one. Kick it to the top of the list. By doing the one, it'll all still help practicals. You know, I should be putting some radar here too. I've neglected this. What I used to do before BlackICE changed it, and because I've made this playthrough mostly for people who are playing standard BlackICE with my mod, I haven't gone and modded it back. I used to be able to pre-build a lot of these things because I figured it was something that was reasonable to do and then install. It's not like a fortification that, yeah, you can pre-build some molds and such like that, but it's a lot of the you don't get insta install. With radars, anti-aircraft guns were mobile, except for they didn't, you know, they had them on quickly poured concrete mountings, which just took a couple of days, and stuck the gun on top of it and didn't have to build all the road wheels and other structures, so it was cheaper to do it that way. But they still moved them around in trucks just as fast as, you know, as fully mobile ones when they had the trucks available. Obviously, like when they were retreating, the Germans abandoned a bunch of fixed position guns like that, or destroyed them and abandoned them because they didn't have the trucks available and the equipment available to move them. But getting them into place was no problem to do it fast. And similarly with radar, you could pre-build a radar set. Panzeroo and Company's argument, and they have a very valid one, is the AI doesn't pre-build and then stick in convenient locations. It will only see that it needs it and then builds it in the location. So yeah, I sort of don't like this idea of well, the AI doesn't, so you shouldn't. Oh, we should pop that to the top too. So you shouldn't either. But still, it makes sense too. So it both makes sense and bothers me as well. Just things, you know. Everything's, you know, compromises, and I understand. Okay, DuPont. Well, that's the American, big American firm. Money, we can afford it. Supplies, that's where and because I'm so full of all these other things, I'm going to save our money for okay, we got some torpedo boats built. How we do that? We've got 8 of them, just sort of damaged and repaired. That's good. Taking a few losses. Some more transports, that's useful. Pipeline to be built. armor unit. Okay. We're gonna temporarily rebase to here. Deplane and send you back up here because we have more troops. Okay, rare materials refining. Okay, we've been also waiting for this one to come up. So we're going to cancel there. And metallurgy, that's a really good one. It's going to help ours. The other is advanced research substitution. That's this one here. Both good, both useful, both I would say necessary. I'm going to start with that one now. This is going to make this a very large unit. I should just run the other one. There, 4 overstack these. I think we're going to need that heavy, or heavy transports to move it. I think. Self-sealing fuel tanks. Okay. That is a good tech, and we'll free up a research slot for that. Since we recently just got a transport. Go. Oh, another defense research report. Minor breakthrough, that's nice. Okay. I like having the command structure loaded for landing, but I want to get them landing first. Create a convoy here. A supply convoy from Athens. I think that's where I want to go. Look at that. Yes, that's where I wanted to go. Division, and can we also shift paratroopers? Yes. Rebased. I'm gonna hope my air patrols here will keep the Brits away from taking on my transports. Okay, I think we're going to call it an end to an episode here. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. I know this isn't one of the great campaign episodes here. Killing their bombers. See you next time.